Well, hello again. Hello to everybody. Hello to everybody watching me at the Process Forum. Hello, Ryu, TF Viewer, Ozone. Hello, Ozone. Her Onimus Bosch, Click Me, and all the other people watching me in YouTube. This is King Aragorn. Now, before we begin, three things. One, you may be wondering why I am shirtless, why I'm not wearing a shirt. The thing is, as you all know, I'm from Latin America. I'm not from the United States. And here in Latin America, while you guys are enjoying the start of the winter, yeah, well, here in Latin America, we are starting to, we're beginning the summer. We're starting to feel the effects of the summer. Ergo, I am sweating my ass off. I am very hot. It's very hot in here. The first heats of the summer, the first signs of the summer are here. So if I that's why I'm not wearing a shirt, because if I wore a shirt during this review, I may keel over and die from heat stroke, so that's okay. Second thing, second thing, a little clarification, correction. In my previous review of Harry Potter and the Deadly Hallows Part 1, I said that the movie is 2 hours long. I was wrong. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes, 2 hours and a half long. I miscalculated, so it really is as long as it was supposed to be, as long as everyone expected it to be. And number three, this is a special message to More Waluigi. More Waluigi, if you're watching this, please stop, okay? This is just a video blog where I review movies and say my honest opinion on movies, okay? This is not a channel awesome. This is not a show. I am not going to wear a baklava, or the hell that's supposed to be. I'm not gonna put on a character or anything else. I don't want to be a fisherman, whatever the hell you're trying to say with that. I don't want to be a fisherman or anything like that. I know, so please just stop bugging me. Please just shut the fuck up, okay? Please. With that being said, here is my review of Skyline. I love Skyline. It was awesome, and I'm glad I watched it. It was okay. First of all, spoiler alert. This review will have spoilers. There's gonna be spoilers in this review, so if you don't want the movie spoiled, don't watch this review. Well, I loved it. It was awesome. I often go to see movies expecting a very specific scene, expecting something in particular, and sometimes I get disappointed. Sometimes the movie doesn't deliver what I was expecting, and sometimes it delivers exactly what I expected. Sometimes it doesn't disappoint me, and this movie didn't disappoint me. It delivered exactly what I expected. An alien invasion movie with all the cliches and tropes and all the stuff that I come to expect from an alien invasion movie. my parameters on my point of reference in that sort of thing are Mars attacks, Independence Day, and the 2005 Steven Spielberg version of War of the Worlds. So I really had all I expected. I really start guessing which characters were gonna die and which characters were gonna live, and I pretty much aced it all. All the characters that I knew were gonna died, and all the characters that the one character, in fact, that I knew was gonna live. You know, they sort of fake it out a bit, like they trick you into thinking she's gonna die, but she lives. So one thing that surprises me is that there's this character who looks, in fact, he looks a lot like me, only older. He's also fat, he's also has a beard, and he's also Latino, and quite fitting for his appearance. He's one of the smartest characters in the entire movie. He makes all the right decisions. He makes all the right decisions. He thinks logically, and he's trying to save all of them, and he dies. That I don't know. I really like the character because he was smart, and I appreciate that. I value smartness, so I assume he was gonna live because he was using his head, but no, he died. But at least he takes out one alien with him. If I'm going down, you're going down with me. And he. I really like the character of Sherry, Elaine's husband. How protective he was of his wife. How he will do anything for her, and even if it's not the most logical, rational thing to do, he will still try to protect us. He will still try to save her. He sacrifices him for her. That's pretty cute and pretty well done. The whole feeling of desperation, isolation, and paranoia when they are all crumpled up in the apartment, and they don't know they're all crumpled up in the apartment, and they don't know what to do. They don't know what they are supposed to do, what they can do to survive. I love that. And then there was the ending. The Elaine is captured, and it seems that we're gonna get a rip-off of the ending of Cloverfield. At the ending of Cloverfield when they all died. And I don't know if you check it, but I checked the alternate endings and they still die. In all of the alternate endings of Cloverfield, they still die, no matter what ending you pick. So I assume they were going for a Cloverfield scene here, and they were going to kill everyone off. But at the end, when Elaine is in the mothership, and one of the aliens, for reasons that are not quite clear to me, one of the aliens turned good. One of the aliens sees that she's pregnant and takes pity on her and turns against the other evil aliens and rescues her. And they don't really show this in the movie, but it's pretty much assumed that she escaped the alien ship and delivered her son, and her and her son they'll live happily ever after. So it was a satisfying ending, and I like how it ended. It just came out of left field. I know why is this alien turning good? Why is he helping her? I know maybe he has some sort of higher morals that I can kill a pregnant woman. That would not be right. Like in Predator 2. But it just came out of left field. and you know, I like a happy ending as much as the next guy, and I enjoy a happy ending. I enjoy a movie that will bend itself backwards just to provide a happy ending. But I think, you know, maybe I'm a bit cynical, but I really like if the movie just ended with her being abducted into the mothership and bam, and credits, you know, like in Cloverfield. Cloverfield didn't bend itself backwards to save the characters. Cloverfield didn't have a good giant monster come out of the plot's ass to fight the evil Cloverfield monster and have this good monster defeat the evil monster and rescue the girl and his boyfriend. You know, Cloverfield didn't do that. So I don't know why this movie feels the need to do that. I mean, I like a happy ending, but at what cost? I mean, this ending didn't make any sense whatsoever. And you know, I bet this is one of those things that if you try to explain it, it will make less sense, you know? Well, you know. I also don't like the fact that they don't actually say the word alien anywhere in the movie. Well, it's quite obvious that it's an alien invasion movie. You know, why doesn't anybody in the movie say, yes, we are being invaded by aliens, you know? It's like in those zombie movies when everybody tries not to say the word zombie, even though the monsters that are attacking are clearly zombies, and anybody in the real world could use the word zombie, but the characters in that movie, in those kind of movies, they still don't use the word zombie. It's the same thing, you know. There are obviously aliens, and anybody in this situation would call them aliens, but nobody uses the word aliens. So, well, so what do I think of it? It's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's cool, but it's like Alice in Wonderland, the Tim Burton version. It's cool, but it's not the best Alice in Wonderland movies. There are all the other Alice in Wonderland movies are better. This is pretty much the same thing. This movie is cool, but all of the other alien invasion movies are better. You know, Mars Attacks is better, Independence Day is better, and War of the Worlds it's definitely better. I know if you really want to see this kind of movies, I recommend that you just rent War of the Worlds. You know, say what you will about Tom Cruise, about Dakota Fanning, and about Steven Spielberg. I honestly think War of the Worlds, the 2005 version, the remake, it's a better movie. It makes more sense, it has better characters, it has a better happy ending, a more satisfying and more logical ending. The characters behave, well, they are more rational, and you know, it's just a better movie, you know. So well, Skyline is cool, but War of the Worlds is better. So you know, just you know, I don't know, go see War of the Worlds if you're really that desperate to see this kind of movie. So that's all, you know.